To order the Community Development Committee. It's actually the Joint Community Development and Special Called Committee of the Whole meeting for Wednesday, July 17th, 2024, 2 p.m. J.T. Moore had to respond to an emergency, so we do have a quorum to conduct the meeting. So I'd like to start with a moment of silence in honor of J.T., who would be praying us in if he were here. All right, so the first item is the approval of the agenda. Let's see, let me go to the agenda. No, it's not. It's the approval of the agenda and the meeting minutes.
Madam Chairman, I move approval of the agenda and the meeting minutes.
Second, so that item is approved. We have a few.
Aye. We have to vote.
Oh, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now that item is approved. We have a few items of new business. The first item, Mr. Roderick Lowe will present.
Good afternoon. My name is Roger Lowe, and I serve as the subdivision planner for the city of Birmingham. And item 1 is a request for favorable recommendation regarding the vacation of 62,547 square feet of right-of-way, and a request for approval of a final plat resurveying acreage and the vacated right-of-way into 3 lots with a dedication of Sydney Drive, called Sydney Drive Resurvey, which is subdivision 2024, case number 55. And we do have a representative here to answer any questions that you may have regarding this vacation and dedication.
Okay, my cousin Mark Clark is here.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, cousin Mark.
Mark Clark with Shoal Engineering. I'm just here representing this case. Basically, the City Drive was relocated. They put in the new roundabout, and we're vacating a portion of the old Sydney right-of-way and splitting it amongst the owners out there that would, per the regulations, and dedicating the new Sydney Drive.
Okay, are there any questions?
I don't have any.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
I move approval.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That item is approved. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The next item is presented by Ireneo Johnson.
Good afternoon.
May I just read the item, Mr. Johnson? Consent by the City of Birmingham to the assignment of 3 amended and restated right-of-way encroachment license agreements between the city and Pizitz LLC related to right-of-way encroachments for the Pizitz building located at 1821 2nd Avenue North in connection with the sale of the Pizitz building by Pizitz LLC to Pizitz Birmingham LLC.
Good afternoon. Ireneo Johnson, I serve as Senior Project Manager, Department of IO. The item before you is a request for the transfer of the right-of-way and encroachment agreements that was with the Pizitz LLC and the City of Birmingham to be transferred to the new entity, Pizitz Birmingham LLC, as part of the sale of the property.
Are there any questions?
Well, I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I know who owned it. Who owns it now?
Well, the new entity is Pizitz Birmingham LLC. It was sold from Pizitz LLC to Pizitz Birmingham LLC. So in order, the agreements with the city with Pizitz LLC for the right-of-way encroachment couldn't have been transferred from Pizitz LLC to Pizitz Birmingham LLC. So the city of Birmingham has to grant that authorization to the new entity.
Okay, I think Atkins Roberts can give us some intel on the new owners, maybe? Okay.
Unless it's a secret.
Yes. Hey, good afternoon. I'm Atkins Roberts with Bradley, and Bradley, we represent the new owner, Pizitz Birmingham LLC. Its principals are based out of Colorado, out of Denver, Colorado, and it's the name of the companies that they own are Residential Niche and Residential Ventures, and they've been in business for 40 years based out of Denver, Colorado, but they own lots of properties already in Birmingham, including the Dagny on First Avenue and 23rd Street, which is a mixed use. They have workforce housing in Hoover of 116 units and Pleasant Grove, 180 units of multifamily. They've been here for 13 years, and they are gung-ho on Birmingham and wanting to do more investments. And so they see a great opportunity to come in to the Pizitz and especially the food and beverage hall and to take what the Bayer Group has already sort of initiated, started, and then apply, I guess, some of their techniques that they've had success with in Denver and Puebla and other. They see opportunities to kind of growth and make it even better. And so, but that's the group. And the principal name is Tim Larson, and the chief operating officer is Joe Miller, who, and they're both based in Denver, but they are here almost weekly checking on their various properties. But they're very excited about this opportunity.
Well, that's wonderful. And I appreciate that information because that's exactly what I wanted to know.
Okay.
And I would like to make a motion that we consent to the assignment of the 3 amended and restated right-of-way encroachment license agreements that are currently between the city and the former owners now so they can go to the new owners.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That item passes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So item 3, Mr. Glover will present is a request for review of property that has no repair permit. It's located at 1724 27th Street, Ensley.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Glover. I serve as Chief Condemnation Demolition Coordinator. And we have Mr. Norwood here to speak on that. Mr. Norwood.
Good afternoon. My name is Alondra Norwood. I'm the owner of 1724 27th Street, Ensley. I acquired that residence like 3 years ago. It was my grandmother's estate, and it was left to my mother and my auntie, and they quarreled over it. And just so happened, the Birmingham Land Bank had bought it, and I bought it from the Birmingham Land Bank, and it enabled me to get my hands on the property. I've been trying to get it fixed up, but right now I had loans that have gone through, and I still have one loan I have to get through before I can go to my bank and ask for a loan to fix the whole house. And that will be done like in next year, probably about May. But I had a gentleman working on the house at the time that they condemned the house, and they told him not to go back in the house. I had purchased the wood off Facebook Marketplace and put it in my garage, and I had him cover the garage up so the wood wouldn't get stolen. And he was working on it, cleaning out the house, and the next day one of your officers came and put a condemned sign on there, and they told him to keep out. And he told me, well, I can't go in there and you can't go in there because there's a sign on there that told you to keep out. So I was just respecting that order. But I've been trying to get it fixed up, but I didn't receive any notice because I went down there to talk to the lady down there at the condemn office, and she told me to come back with my deed and $150. And I had to find my deed because I sent all my paperwork up to my mother's house. And once I found it, I came back and they said I had missed the meeting in May, and I was like, I never received any mail in May, and I went to my post offices and asked why I didn't receive. But they told me they don't deliver mail at an abandoned house. And I've been trying to get it to work. I promise you, I will have it fixed up reasonably so that I can get in and get a loan for it.
Well, I do understand why they told you not to go in it and not to have anyone in it, because it looks very dangerous for someone to enter, and you wouldn't want, I mean, it's caved in.
The front porch is caved in, but once you get over the front porch, you can walk in. The inside, the property damage is only on the front porch, the roof, and the side porch. And on the back, I need to lift the house just to put a beam on it. The rest of the house is no problem. I don't have, except for the roof.
Well, it's a beautiful house, and I understand the sentimental value. I just feel like it's kind of an elephant, and you're gonna have to probably eat it a bite at a time. I would like to know more about your plans. I think, to stabilize it, you might, start with the roof.
Yes, ma'am. That's my plan. That's why the gentleman that I had cleaning out, he was cleaning out on the front porch, so we can do the front porch. Then we're gonna do the middle part right there in front and the side porch, so we can work our way to the top of the house to put the roof on it. So we can put a ladder on there to stand on it, so we can put the
Sounds like you're doing the work yourself. I think you,
no, it's a gentleman that I hired. He's doing it.
licensed.
No, ma'am, he's not. I have a friend that's licensed, but when I talked to my bank, they said the only way that I can get it evaluated to get the loan is to get the property in order, so I can get a good evaluation on it.
Okay. Any questions, Ms. Abbott?
Yes. Okay, so you're saying that the really bad part is the porch roofs and I guess it's the porch, it's a long porch.
Yep.
So the house itself, the main house,
Yes, ma'am.
it's not got water leaking into it, so it doesn't have
Well,
holes?
it's leaking from the roof now, but the floors in the house and everything is. I was going in and out of it before they put the condemned sign on it.
Okay, but if water is coming in the house,
Yeah, it's
your
leaking,
floor-
but
your floors aren't gonna be good for very long if water is pouring through the roof of the house.
no, I have a catch basin catching it before it won't mess up the floor. It's a bucket I have two buckets sitting there, and I was going in and out of the house dumping it before they put the condemned sign on there.
Okay. So Mr. Glover, can this house make it till May? May's a long way away.
Excuse me.
If he is approved for the permit, once it's approved by full council, he would have to start repairs immediately. We will not be able to put it on hold till May of next year.
What happens May of next year?
He said
when he
that
gets his
after he
loan.
got his other
Loans paid off?
financial stuff finished, it would be next May before he could get a loan to fix the house. Is that not what you said?
No, the full house. I will, by next May, I will get a loan to fix up the full house, put everything back together. But right now, I'm already working on the roof. I got the wood inside inside my garage right now to fix the bottom floor. Then I went on Facebook Marketplace about 2 weeks ago, and I seen some wood for like $3, so I can go ahead fix on the roof. I'm gonna continue to work on the house till I get the loan.
Okay, so if the city council was to vote to give you a repair permit, you know you have a time limit on that repair permit.
Yes, ma'am.
So you would have to fix the roof, all the roofs,
Yes, ma'am.
during that time period. Is that something that you can do, like financially? And
Yes,
of course, you need to get a roofer who's got a business license. That would be
Yeah.
excellent.
Yes.
Because I'm sure wood will have to be replaced. If you were just putting shingles on it, you wouldn't need a permit, but you're gonna have to put some wood on there, which you already bought, because I'm sure the holes have gone through and rotted all the wood, so, you're gonna have to have a, like, somebody who knows what they're doing. Anyway, I mean, I'm all for saving an old house, but I'm concerned about your ability to get it done.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Well, I have to do who's working on it. He's not licensed, but I do have a friend that is licensed that can do it. I have to talk to him really for his timeline to see what else, because he already said once we get a roof on the house, we can just go through and do everything else. But the roof is what the
Yeah, I mean,
main.
the roof is
The roof
critical.
is critical.
Yeah, you gotta
do
have a
that.
roof
Yeah.
that's solid, because otherwise you're wasting your time.
Yes, ma'am.
And,
So if I do any work in the inside or anything, and the roof still leaking, it's
Yeah,
gonna still fall.
Exactly.
this looks like an opportunity.
Well, I would just say focus on the roof and the roof structure and the roof.
Yes, ma'am.
And then it buys you time to, to get your finances in order to bring it all the way up to code. But you gotta hurry and do that. And you gotta show progress every 30 days. But, I don't know, this seems to need a lot of structure before you can get to the roof, But, that's just gotta be a priority in your work plan.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
The roof is the key to everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's say this goes before the council and we agree that he should have a repair permit. Then you're going to explain to him the rules that he has to, follow. Because I want to see you save your grandmother's house. I mean, I would want to do that if it was me. So I can relate. I'm just worried about, your ability to do it. But I'm willing to give you a chance, and see how it works.
But let me just ask, you'll have to pull a permit that is based on the value of the repairs to bring it up to code, or for the roof, or what is his permit going to be based on?
We normally get a permit for the overall, so they won't have to buy two permits.
Okay.
But what we do is, as I stated previously, we're focused on the public nuisance. So he can get that roof repaired, the rotten wood, the exterior, all that replaced, windows secured and all, and we can remove it from the condemnation status,
Okay.
meaning the public nuisance has been abated, and
Okay.
he can still use that permit for his interior. But as far as the trades, they'll have their own trade permits, like the electrical, the plumbing, mechanical, and gas.
Yeah, so he could potentially phase it.
Yes,
and-
ma'am.
And do enough to abate the public nuisance, mostly, the roof and the exterior.
Yes, a coat of paint, I
Yeah,
think, is to abate the public nuisance, I'm sure a new roof and a coat of paint would go a long way.
Yes, ma'am.
And that way your permit won't be as expensive as if you were pulling a permit to bring it all the way up to code. Yeah, so you can get started.
I understand phasing things. I've phased most of my life. So, you know, I understand phasing. You can't do what you don't have the money to do, but if you don't get a roof, you're not gonna have a house. You know, so, well, I'm willing to make a motion. If, yeah, my motion would be that we recommend to the full council the granting of a repair permit for 1724 27th Street, Inslee.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
That item is approved. Good luck.
Thank you.
And
God
we're
bless.
doing it with our fingers crossed, so.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a very handsome man, but we don't want to see you back before us again, so
Yes,
get
ma'am.
it-
I
get it
understand.
done. Get it done.
I got you. I thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Oh, my goodness.
I have no announcements.
There's nothing on the back. I move that we adjourn.
Second? Oh, we're adjourned.
Yeah, we're adjourned. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
That was painless.
It was. You know, usually our meetings